Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, in The Flash, issue number 55. Let's get right into who made this book so we can talk about the book itself. This issue is called Faster Than Thought. It's part one of a new story arc. So, Joshua Williamson is the writer, Scott Hollins is the artist, Louis Guerdo, sorry, can't see that name very well, not with my eyes. He's the colorist. Steve Wands is the letterer. Dan Mora did the cover, Howard Porter and Tomio Moro did the variant cover. So, basically, the Justice League is the beginning. One of my subs told me that that DC has been making Swamp Thing look more and more like Grant Morrison. If that's really what they're intending to do, F you, DC. Like, you ungrateful sons of guns. They're just about to put out, next week I think it is, the Killing Joke in the form of an actual novel. Yeah. So they're still like sucking on the tit of freaking Alan Moore. And if they're really doing that, dude, you get no respect from me. No respect. So I don't really like this new look of Swamp Thing to begin with, but especially somebody telling me they're purposely trying to make him look like Alan Moore. That's kind of wrong, man. That's kind of, I don't know how you justify something like that. Anyhow, unless Moore somehow went and decided to say, oh yeah, that's actually a good idea, I like that. In which case, okay, I'll shut up. I'll go back in my corner. This comic wasn't drawn very well. Sorry, gotta be honest. What's his name? Scott Holmes. Sorry, brother. I'm not saying I could draw better than you. I'm not. I'm sure I can't. But the art was a little odd. It was a little odd for me. Anyway, Heatwave winds up getting himself. He's got a whole bunch of nightmares and whatnot. Apparently, the Sage Force is bugging him, but the Sage Force is also bugging Barry, and he keeps on seeing Wally West appear in mirrors. So much so that Barry's starting to think it's actually Mirror Master, but no, it's the Sage Force, and it might be Wally. Did anybody else read Heroes in Crisis issue number 1? Just came out this week also. Might be Wally. So this whole comic was weird, and I loved it. Again, the art, a little weird, but I love the idea this comic was off. Very off. We don't get a straight answer about anything. New things keep on popping up all over the place. You don't know who you can trust. You don't know if you can trust your own freaking eyes. Everything about this comic book is just weird. And we don't exactly know what the Sage Force can do. We imagine it's sagely wisdom, right? So is it trying to teach everybody a lesson here? What's the lesson it's trying to teach to Heatwave? Is Heatwave simply the conduit to a greater lesson for humanity? Did I just wax poetic on you? But the point is, I love that I have no idea what's going on in this first issue. Now, if this keeps up in the next issue too, we got issues. Even if it continues in the next issue and promises to fix things and explain things to us in the third issue, I still won't be cool with it. Gonna need some answers in the next issue. But as long as those answers come in the next issue, this issue, pretty freaking awesome. This is the beginning of a new story arc. We just had the Strength Force prior. Over in the Justice League comic books, they're dealing with the Still Force. And right here, we're finally getting to the Sage Force. Can't wait to see exactly what it is that Barry has in store. Hoping that some answers for Wally come in also, because I'm still real shook by Heroes in Crisis issue number 1. That being said, Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.